85% of consumers fall into a pricing trap, willingly handing over more cash to mega brands.
It takes one tiny tweak on a menu that your naked eye completely fails to see.
Picture this. You walk into a theater intending to grab a small popcorn for $3. But 5 seconds later, you walk out holding a colossal popcorn that costs $7. The crazy part? You feel like you scored a massive deal on something you didn't even need. The truth is, you are hypnotized by an invisible decoy placed right in front of your face. Why does your rational brain get so easily led by the nose by such a childish numbers game? To understand this, we must strip down the inner workings of the machine inside the store. Right now, your shopping psychology is a battlefield between two forces facing prices. Stage 1 introduces the value hunter, your comparison instinct trying to save cash. This part is hypersensitive to price differences and keeps a tight leash on your wallet. Then we have Stage 2, the context positioner, operating on the relativity principle. Your brain cannot judge the true value of an item if it stands alone in an empty void. It must place that item into context, comparing it with objects to find a logical anchor. Now look at Stage 3, the coup orchestrated by the ultimate understudy, the decoy. What happens when a menu only gives two options, a small for $3 and a large for $7? Your context positioner flashes a warning. The large is double the price, a total ripoff. Naturally, your comparison instinct kicks in, telling you to play safe and grab the small. Marketers are ahead, immediately deploying Stage 3 by sneaking in a medium for $6.50. That medium is your classic decoy, designed to be intentionally terrible and illogical. The price is close to the large, but the volume is noticeably smaller, making it a bad deal. Instantly, a cognitive coup takes place inside your head, rewiring how you process the menu. Your brain stops comparing the large to the small, pivoting to compare it with the medium. A voice screams, "For 50 cents more, I get a huge upgrade. I'd be stupid not to buy it." Without a second thought, you lock in the most expensive option, feeling like a genius. You are not avoiding spending money. You are trying to escape the feeling of a ripoff. This relies on an asymmetric pricing trap, exploiting a glitch in our evolutionary processing. We are biologically wired to seek relative advantages rather than calculating absolute utility. The decoy isn't meant to be sold. It's a sacrificial lamb, making the target irresistible. Adding an inferior option near the top tier inflates the premium product's perceived value. You think you are making a rational decision based on careful analysis of available data. In reality, data was manipulated before reaching your eyes to guarantee a specific outcome. The small option is for the ultra-frugal, but the medium is the lever pushing you upwards. It shifts the anchor from asking if you need it to asking which big one is a better deal. This subtle shift bypasses logical defenses and appeals directly to your bargain desire. You walk away satisfied, but the corporation upsold you using a product they never meant to sell. It is a masterclass in behavioral economics, turning human predictability into revenue. Next time you see a menu with 3 sizes, remember the middle one is a ghost haunting your wallet. Let us plug this mechanism into a scenario you face when upgrading your phone in store. Your goal is simple. Buy the standard 128GB model to save cash because that is all you need. But the first second you glance at the pricing board, your internal calculator goes into overdrive. The 128GB costs $800, the 256GB jumps to $1,000, and the 512GB sits at $1,100. Your alarm blares red because the price gaps look incredibly weird and disproportionate. You engage in compensatory behavior, skipping the base model to compare the top 2 options. It hits you. The 256GB model is just a textbook decoy placed there to manipulate your perception. For $100 more, you can literally double your storage compared to that middle. A massive wave of dopamine floods your brain as you confidently lock in the 1100 beast. You think you are outsmarting the system, oblivious that you played right into their hands. Your stress drops to 0 because you feel like you secured an ultimate bargain in a rigged market. But look at your wallet at 9 p.m. after you swipe your credit card and walk out of the store. You just spent an extra $300, far beyond your initial adequate budget for the day. The loop has closed. See base price, spot decoy, perceive premium as a steal, and overspend. You are now trapped under the invisible, algorithmic control of a pricing menu built by experts. They did not force you, they just built a stage where you willingly handed over the extra cash. It works flawlessly on tech gadgets, fast food combos, subscriptions, and even diamond rings. You cannot beat experts with sheer willpower because your brain is hardwired for relativity. You must break their pricing matrix using 2 specific steps right at the point of sale. Step 1 is activating the absolute need filter, requiring you to ignore the decoy options.
Before looking at prices, cover the high-end columns with your hand and ask what you need.
Do I really drink a liter of soda, or will I ever fill 512 gigabytes?
If the answer is the small one, buy the small one and intentionally starve the decoy of power.
Step 2 is applying the value friction rule to stop thinking it is just an extra $100.
Convert that extra $100 into the exact number of hours you must sweat at work to earn it. Adding this friction wakes up your logical brain and slams the brakes on impulsive spending.
Brands are not reaching into your pockets. They are directing a play where you volunteer your money.
Next time a menu option looks too good, remember the invisible decoy is watching from the shadows. Don't be easy prey. Turn off the screen, go outside, and run your need hack before buying anything.
Or, if you want to know how Murphy's Law turns bad luck into exact physics, click the right video.